Hey YouTube, welcome back to a special episode of the Lincoln Williams Show. First and foremost, I am so sorry for being late on this video. It's been about a year and a half since I made my last video, and I'm really sorry, YouTubers. I have been working really hard to make something special for you guys. That's right. I am making something really special for you guys through all my YouTube fans and through all the video games that I have reviewed on this channel. Every video game that I review is going to go to someplace special. Now, I'm in the location of where all my dreams have come true, basically, for my business. It is called Replay Retro. Replay Retro is a place where you can come in, play some retro games, and basically just have fun. Now, the thing is, why would I want to walk into a business and experience games in general? These are not just arcade games. These are properly console games, from the Atari all the way up to the PS4. And I hope this idea that I generated is going to work in the process, which it will, but I just wanted to say that I've been working really hard to make something special for you guys and for the video gaming community out there. So, Replay Retro is basically a family gaming business, which is where families can come in, experience retro and new, that's right, new games available to them. Now, the one thing that I wanted to talk about is what's my partnership in all of this? Well, I have a partnership with The Couch. I have a partnership with The Couch, and they basically they basically send me money every month to make this business successful for teens. Now, what do teens get out of all of this? Well, teens, if you're a teen out there, then you should probably check out the Yellow Couch slash my business, because the Couch is basically letting teens in for free to play all the video games they want. Now, I'll get into more of the specifics of what they can and cannot play, basically. So, one of the things that I developed in this business is basically an age system. Now, the age system is where when a kid walks in and let's say he's 10 years old. He's 10 years old and he basically can only play rated E to E10 games. If they're 13 years old, then they can play E to T games. And if they're 18 years old, they can play all the games that are available to them. So, yeah. Sorry, I can't think today, but I'm gonna basically take you all through all the steps of this business and talk about what this business is capable of. Now, another thing that I want to mention is what this business can actually do is do VR, a VR station. Wouldn't that be cool, YouTubers, if I built a VR station? It can actually work with one of our PlayStation 4s. So one of my goals is basically to get like all the top 10 games for each console, and for all the top 10 games for each console, and that way you can experience them for each console. So why don't we name all the consoles that I have in my possession right now? We have the Atari Flashback 7, the NES, the SNES, the N64, the GameCube, the Wii U, and the Nintendo Switch. For other consoles that we have in our area are Sega Genesis, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. We have the PS1, the PS2, the PS3, and the PS4. And for Microsoft's side is the original Xbox and the Xbox 360. Now, I'm planning on getting an Xbox One S for the business so that kids can experience Halo 5. But my competitor, Play Live, does Xbox One. So I'm planning on getting an Xbox One S for the business. So that's the next step. Now, we also will include the PC. I have no idea what style that I'm going to get. Am I going to get a desktop or a laptop? I think a laptop would be better because it attaches from the screen and people can see it a little better, and that way you won't have to invest in a 4K monitor. So that's my plan. So, I mean, anyways, let's see, what else did I wanted to talk about that's on my list? So yeah, as I was saying, you can play any game at any console. Not any game at any console, but what are the games that are available for that console? Like, say, if you wanted to play Super Nintendo. I would highly suggest for the Super Nintendo would be Super Mario World. And that's a really fun game. So, yeah. So anyways, that's what I'm building. Now, the operating system is running a version of Excel, which is basically a timed clock. Now your time here at Replay Retro will determine how long have you been playing and how much are you going to pay for us. Now, all of this, what I've decided for the business is, what me and my dad decided for the business is that our price for all of your game time here at Replay Retro is going to be $8 an hour. Yeah, $8 an hour. So, one of the things that I just realized is I turned one of my video game addictions into a business. Like, for instance, when I was little, basically, and when I first experienced my first video game was basically Banjo-Kazooie, and that game just blew my mind off. It was one of the best games of my childhood for the N64. And that N64 is still running to this day. I mean, this system will never die unless, if you drop it in a creek somewhere, then it will die. But, all I'm saying is these systems, what I've acquired, and they're all working, basically. It's really, really cool of what I developed. Now, so the thing all I'm saying is what is the best system in Replay Retro right now? I would have to probably say the N64. Excuse me, I got a hiccup. The N64 has one of the best lineups in gaming history. It was the first 3D Nintendo console, but what was the first 3D console ever made was the PlayStation. So those two consoles represent 3D gaming at its best back then. So, the thing is that I'm looking forward to in my business is VR. I think VR should be actually, scratch that. It is a Replay Retro exclusive. VR is basically a Replay Retro exclusive because it would generate so much money for us, for the business, that, it would just sell like hotcakes for the PlayStation platform. So that's my ultimate goals, is to get a VR station in the business. For instance, I had a dream about PSVR at Christopher's house. You know Christopher from one of my videos? Yeah, that guy. I had a dream where I was playing PlayStation VR at his house, and I was playing Skyrim and crap. It was good. It was really good. So that was one of the best dreams ever. So I think I'm going to stick with my plan of getting a VR headset for the business. So let's see, what else? Oh yeah. See that behind me? That yellow shirt? This is basically my Replay Retro shirt that we advertise for the business. Now, 15 of these are going to go out to our local customers. But if you want to come in and support the business and, wear one out in public or just wear one in general, Just a little fun t-shirt. That would be much, appreciated, because we're trying to get as many t-shirts out there as we can. And so, yeah. I think I need to start my YouTube channel again. It's been going dead for about a year and a half. I haven't done anything special, and this is what I'm giving to you guys. Is a business where every single video game I reviewed, now you can experience for yourself. So, yeah. I don't think I reviewed Ocarina of Time yet. Zelda Ocarina of Time. Because if I didn't, I should be ashamed of myself. Basically, because that game is a technical masterpiece of an N64 game. And basically, when people play Ocarina of Time at my business, they don't know what they're doing. So basically what I got to do is put up like walkthrough guides on what to do next. So basically I have 14 consoles in one room. Well, except in the library. The library contains all of the rated M games and stuff, which I don't want kids to see, and that's all. Because the PS4 and the 360 and the PS3, I mostly collected rated M games for those. Because, come on, rated M games are fun, basically. So, yeah. So that's what I basically did. So, what else? Oh, yeah. The status update with Christopher. Christopher is sort of abandoning his YouTube channel. He's sort of abandoning his YouTube channel because he has stage fright, and he doesn't really get stage fright around me. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, because Chris is a really neat guy. and he's a really great gamer. He's a really great friend to be around, and I mean, I just love him. So basically, yeah, I'm just recording this off my phone and in my office. So yeah. So the only cons that I'm running into with this business is basically, let's see, what are some of the cons? Oh, our internet. Our internet doesn't download fast enough for all of our games that if I get a new game, let's say I get a new game off of the PlayStation Store, I can't download the game onto one of our PS4s that we have. So I can't download any games. That's the only con about our internet speeds. I can download the updates for the Nintendo Switch, but I can't download any games that I have gotten on the PlayStation Store for my PS4 Pro. So that's the only downside, because it takes way too long. So that's the only gripe. That's why I am getting all my games that I have downloaded from my PS4 Pro to the I'm transferring them to discs. Basically, I'm buying all the games again that I own from the PlayStation Store and transfer them into discs. So, yeah, that's the only problem. So, yeah. I basically have like every Zelda game, every popular Zelda game, every Mario game, some Halo games. I only gotten Call of Duty on the 360 and the PS3 and the original Xbox, but nothing else. So if you're a Call of Duty fan, maybe I'll review one of the Call of Duties here and there on the Lincoln Williams Show. So yeah. The next thing that I want to talk about is tournaments. Sorry, we have like 21 minutes and I'm watching the clock. So, tournaments. Now, tournaments are a really big deal. Tournaments are basically who could win? Who is the best? Who is the best gamer in McCall, Idaho? Basically. So, yeah, in McCall, Idaho, there are average gamers who play on their Xbox competitively, like Fortnite. I mean, I won't do a Fortnite tournament. It's really impossible to do one because I don't have the right equipment. I would have to have all PS4s for my stations, and it would just take up the Wi-Fi really, really bad. So I don't want to do that. And another thing is I can't basically do any online matches with Fortnite, because if you wanted to play with someone that's right next to you, it's really impossible because I would have to develop so many accounts and I would have to pay, like, say for 3 accounts, $9.99 a month for PlayStation Plus would cost $27 a month for replay. So yeah, it would be bad. So that's why I'm not going that route. I mean, I'll get Fortnite for the Switch and for the PS4 if I can, but I'm just not going that route. So sorry, YouTubers, you're going to have to go to Play Live and play Fortnite there. I will get it for the Switch, but not for maybe the PS4 because they don't sell a disc copy for a reasonable price anymore. Right now they're $100 for a single disc. Are you kidding me? So I'm not going to do that. So Fortnite, nada. Maybe PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, but you know. So yeah, I need to upgrade my servers. That's what I basically need to do is I need to upgrade my router and my modem at the office. So yeah. Anyways, I have 1 minute left before we hit the 25 mark. So anyways, YouTubers, yeah. So Replay Retro. The final verdict for Replay Retro is a solid 8 out of 10 for gaming fun. We are great for birthdays. And I hope to see some of you guys who watch my YouTube channel and take a look at the business someday and see what I've developed. So, yeah. If I had to be one video game character, who would I be, basically? And my final answer is ding, 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 Link from The Legend of Zelda, basically, because he's just awesome when it comes to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, when he's jumping off a ledge, calling for his bird in like skydive view and just whistling. I mean, it's just awesome. That video game character is really awesome, and I just love it because of that. So yeah, that's what video game character I would be, and so yeah, so basically, Replay Retro gets a 8 out of 10 for the Family Gaming Center and all that stuff. So, yeah, you should come check it out. I'll be doing a review. I'll be doing a walkthrough tour of Replay Retro. So, yeah, come and check it out sometime. And so, of all my consoles and whatnot, and stuff. So as you can see, before I go, the back room looks like this. The back room looks like this with all my equipment and stuff. And there's a fridge and food and whatnot. But, yeah, anyways, YouTubers, I gotta go. I'm sorry this video took so long to develop on YouTube. And yeah, so Replay Retro is basically a video game place where you can come in, hang out, and play your favorite retro games. And I hope to review some of these games on my YouTube channel and going forward. So that's my new plan of Replay Retro in a nutshell, and that's what I've been working on for about 2 years. Ever since I got out of high school, I've been working so very, very hard to make this business special for you guys. So, anyways, YouTubers, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all later in the next Lincoln Williams Show episode. And I'll be back someday, YouTubers.